Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a 15-minute makeup tutorial if you're late for anything, if you're in a rush and you just don't have time to be spending an hour doing your makeup. So if you want to see a quick and easy makeup tutorial on this look, then please keep watching this video and let's jump straight into it. Okay, so I'm just going to start by taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and just spritz that all over the face. Prep my face for my foundation. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Medium 3, and I'm also going to take my Rimmel London Lasting Finish 24-Hour foundation in the shade Ivory, and I'm just going to mix them both together just on the back of this bronzer that I never use. I like to mix these two together because one's too dark and one's too light, and this kind of just makes like a really nice colour that matches my skin without a tan on. Just mix that together. Then I'm just going to spot that all over my face just using my finger. And I'm just going to take this buffing brush from Chi Chi and just buff that foundation into the skin. The reason why I'm not doing my eyeshadow before my foundation and concealer and stuff like that, the eyeshadow isn't going to be too full on. That is why I haven't done it first. So there's not going to be too much fallout. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend out all my foundation with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This is honestly, I live by these beauty blenders. They are so helpful. They blend out your makeup so easily, whether it's foundation or concealer or contour, cream contour or anything like that. So if you don't have one of these in your makeup kit, then I definitely recommend. And these Real Technique ones are so good. They're so squishy and soft and they just blend out your foundation so well. So to save time applying powdered contours and stuff like that, what I'm going to be doing is taking this NYX Wonder Stick. Is it NYX or NYX? I mean, I think it's NYX. Some people might say NYX, but let me know in the comments below if it's NYX or NYX. Like, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. So yes, I feel like using a cream contour stick just saves so much time, like applying your bronzer and your contour and your blush and stuff like that, especially if you're in a rush. So I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones, just down the bottom below my lip, just on my nose, and then a little bit around my forehead as well, and also just a tiny bit on my chin. And I'm just going to take my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light and just apply that underneath my eyes just to brighten up that under eye area. And then just applying some of that concealer to my eyelid as well, just to prep it for my eyeshadow when I get to that stage. And what I'm going to do is just blend out that concealer with my Beauty Blender again. Do you guys ever get it when you're like blending in your concealer or your foundation around your eyes? You can literally feel your eyeball like squeaking inside of your head. I mean, it happens to me all the time and it feels quite strange. I just lost some of my contour on my nose, so I'm just going to fix that up. I'm going to take the Real Techniques. This is just like a flat-headed contour brush, so I'm just going to blend this contour in, and just using a really light hand so you don't move the foundation underneath the contour, and just blending that upwards. Try not to blend it down like past your cheekbone because it might end up looking a little bit messy, and if you're in a rush so you don't have time to be fixing things up like that. So just try and avoid blending it downwards. I'm also just going to blend that contour up towards my temple just so it kind of creates an all-round glowy look. And then just blending that contour again up towards the hairline. Try not to bring it down too far. And what I like to do then is just take my Beauty Blender again and just go over all of that contour and concealer. Just make sure it all blends out nice and seamlessly. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the highlighter end of this contour stick And I'm just going to clean up that line underneath the darker contour just to make it a little bit sharper, and then just blend that out with the Beauty Blender again. So next I'm going to take my Rimmel London Match Perfection loose powder. This is just translucent, and I'm just going to take that on a small fluffy brush, and I'm just going to set down that concealer on my eyelids and my under eyes. This step is crucial when you're doing your makeup for any kind of event or just your everyday makeup, because you don't want the concealer under your eyes creasing or leaving a crease in your eyelid either. I'm also going to take some of that powder just underneath that contour line and just sharpen it up even more. Now I'm just going to take my Real Techniques, what is this, powder brush, and just dab some of that in the powder, and then just go over and set down all of the rest of that cream makeup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a little bit of the dark cocoa shade in the Too Faced contour palette just on a bronzer brush, and I'm just going to go over that cream contour just to deepen the contour a little bit. Just really lightly going over it as well. So now for highlighter, I'm going to be taking the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish highlighter, and just taking that on a little highlighter brush from Sportscale and just applying that to the top of my cheekbones, and then just dragging that up towards my brow bone as well, kind of in like a little V shape. Then just applying some of that to the bridge of my nose also, and just my Cupid's bow. So now for eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to take a Models Prefer blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Sourced just as a transition shade, just to deepen that crease a little bit and give the eye more definition. Also, a really helpful technique for blending out your eyeshadow, try holding the brush further away from where the bristles are, because if you hold it like really close up, then you're using a really heavy hand and it's just going to struggle to blend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 228 Luxe Crease brush from Zoeva, and I'm going to take the shade Low Blow from the same palette, and I'm just going to apply that just below that crease color, just to add some more depth and definition to the eye. Again, using a really light hand and holding the brush further back from the bristles. Now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush, and this one is the MAC 224, and I'm just going to be blending out all of the edges of that eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to take the 232 Luxe Classic Shader brush from Zoeva as well, and I'm just going to pick up that Low Blow shade and just apply that right below my waterline. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoolie from Napoleon Perdis and just brush out those brows. I'm just going to take this Chi Chi brow pomade in the shade Blonde, and I'm just taking this angled liner brush from Nude, and I'm just going to start kind of on the arch of my brow and just drag it down towards the tail, and then just extend that tail a little bit, and just taking that product to the start of my brow here and just using a really small amount of product and just lining the bottom and blending it upwards just so it creates a nice natural looking brow. For mascara, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara. This stuff is very affordable and also a very good product. It kind of just like really spreads out your eyelashes and makes them look so full and long, and I love that. I definitely need that. So just starting from the bottom of the lash and kind of working that brush into the lashes, so getting every single lash there. Lastly, to set the face, I'm going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just spritz that all over the face. So now I'm just going to take my Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water and just a little cotton pad. And I'm just going to remove any leftover foundation on my lips. And I'm just going to be applying some Paw Paw cream instead of a lipstick because I want this look to be nice and natural, and this balm just gives your lips a nice shine and makes them nice and nice and juicy. Okay, so there you have it. Here is a nice quick makeup tutorial for when you are in a rush but you still want to be looking nice. So I think this video literally took about 10 to 15 minutes to film, so it's nice and quick if you're in a rush for work, you're late for work, you're late for school, you're late for an interview, something like that. This is definitely a nice and simple and very glowy natural makeup looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. I hope you all having a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video.
Devil drums is terrible. Beat your brain cell, touch no in a vegetable. And just like weed, it make you floatable. Bass loosen you up.
Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy. Just say that booty don't stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk to percolate anything you want, for call it oscillate. If I don't take pity, more to see you get